Welcome back. So this is day 86. If you've never seen this before, don't worry, you can pick up on this video right now. I would recommend though, go watch the other ones once you're done with this one. But essentially, I'm designing a custom Lego set of my childhood home for my dad. And so, let me zoom myself in, there we go. That's a little bit better. You can see here, I'm in Bricklink Studio. I've been spending 20 minutes every day designing this for him. We always bonded over Lego, right? So he built me a Lego table when I was young. I spent so much of my childhood at that table. Just it had like organizers and stuff, so I could put all my pieces. You know, every column was a different color, every row was a different type. And so I wanted to make a Lego set for him. And I think this house is perfect because I know it means a lot to him and my mom. They raised us 6 kids in it, and then sold it and moved out when the youngest kid got old enough. And so they don't live here anymore, but it really represents the childhood that my siblings and I all had. So anyway, I wanted to make this house. I've already built the interiors. I've done all that. I haven't made the instructions the last few days, and I ordered the pieces. They're on their way. So you're probably wondering what's next. What are we even working on? We're on to the point. I'm actually really hyped about this, about the, oops, wrong one. We're working on the box now. So I may have gotten a little too excited and done a little bit of work off camera, but I'll go over what I did and catch y'all up. Before we do that, there was one thing I noticed when I was starting to do some of these renders. You can see like this render, it looks really blank here. And I was like, why is that? The house doesn't look that blank. And I was like, maybe it's because there was a tree, and so the tree was blocking that. I'm like, the designer was good, the architect was good. So I was like, there's no way that dude just like, I don't know, left a fully blank spot. I went back to the plans, because in all the pictures I have, there's trees covering it, so I can't tell. But I went back to the plans. This is the front view. So if I come to our Lego set here and do our front view, you can see we've got that window, that porch, and then the front porch with the big old door and the columns and all that, and that window. If I come back to here, you can see we've got that side porch. There's this window, there's the front porch with the big door in the middle. There's some things that are different, like you can see there's no gable over the front door in the real life one. And then you have this window over here, but then where our blank spot is, there's actually 3 windows, just like these other small windows up here. So if I come back to our model here, we've got all these small windows, we're missing the ones over here. So I don't think we can fit 3 in, but we can at least fit, I think 2 in. You can look on the inside. That actually makes sense, because now I'm thinking about it. We got rid of my parents' closet because we didn't have room. I figured I'd rather do their bathtub, where like we've got a pic of like my mom put all 6 kids in their bathtub when we were tiny, you know, like little babies. So I felt like that was a memory to keep versus like the bedroom or the closet. I don't know, I really needed it. So, but anyway, thinking through this, there was always a window, or there was windows, so you'd have natural light come into that closet. So it makes sense, but I just completely forgotten it. So let's go ahead and add that now. So let's see, comparing it to this side, we're just gonna add this real quick, and then we'll actually start working on the plans, or not the plans, the designs for the box, which I am like unreasonably hyped about. I've dabbled with some graphic design. I'm no graphic designer, certainly not a pro. But I've just been so excited to do that for some reason. So, okay. Question is, do we do 1 or 2? It'd be nice to do 2, but then we run into that wall, which isn't ideal. It's not terrible. It's not ideal. The other thought is we could push these over 1. Do something like that. That's really not bad, but this one is 2 from the side of the house. So it almost makes me not want to do that here. Like it makes me want to do the 2 from the side of the house on this side too. I don't know. Is it really that bad if we do this? Let's try filling that in and just see how that feels. So let's throw this one in here. Let's get some, do you have any corner pieces somewhere? Not a single one. I guess not. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. We'll definitely have to order these pieces, but I think we'll be all right. I think there's enough like miscellaneous things that we need to order. And I'm sure there's going to be little missing pieces. I realized I didn't order any extras, so if we lose any, we're just not going to have enough. So definitely want to reorder some stuff for those reasons. I mean, yeah, like in real life, the only thing is like this is the front. So if you can see that it's blocked in real life, I don't really want that. Yeah, I don't know. It's not bad though. Like that definitely looks better. Like that fits more to remember. The other thing we could try to do is like throw in one of these over here. It's not there in the real thing, but it could make the house feel a little more balanced. So that's what I'm like thinking about it. Could be a cool little detail. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just throw it in and see what it looks like. I mean, I feel like if we do that, then we got to fit them in throughout. Now that I see it there, yeah, no, we're gonna leave it blank. Okay. Well, as for how that looks, honestly, I'd put it one closer to the edge because it does feel a little bit funky now that I look at it like that. Well, no. Like if we had these, like, let me just show you instead of trying to say it. That would mirror the other side of the house, but then that just feels way too like tight with the nook there, like with the turn there. So honestly, I think we just leave it like that. Okay. Well, that keeps it nice and simple, and that should do it. Yeah, and just prevent it from being too blank. So this gets back to, we're back to the design now. So the box design. So you can see I got a couple pictures. This is what I'm trying to make it look like is these architecture sets. So you have these, they have the gray or the green, or I think on some of them, yeah, some of these has a different color, but essentially it's got this like cool brick pattern as a solid color with the number of pieces, 18 plus, and the set number. If y'all can help me think of, I want a good like Easter egg. I want to put as many Easter eggs in here as possible. So yeah, let me know. So I put the actual pieces count 18 plus, but then let's go like some kind of Easter egg that I want to put in there. I did the like, background with that glow to make it readable. I realized like it's super subtle, but it makes a huge difference. But like that one doesn't look like it has it, but like these ones do. Like you can see like it does blur into that color, and that makes this, you can actually read it. Like if you do this without the blur in the background, all my drop shadows here, but if you do it without that blur, then it's impossible to read. So yeah, that's big. But yeah, otherwise I literally just like snatched this from one of these. I don't know where it went. I don't know. I think I might have literally just cropped it to that. So anyway, I took a picture of one of a different set and then cut off the side and then put my own text over it. So that's what this bottom strip is. So this goes back to, I'd done this render and then realized this was super blank. So now that we have those in, let's re-render it. The other thing I realized, I think I do like the fully side on approach. Like, so I tried a few different angles. This one lets you see that there's more to the house, but it just isn't as, like this front one isn't necessarily to show us that like everything that's in the set. It's just meant to make the set look good. You know what I mean? When you look at these ones, you can see like this is the front and it doesn't necessarily show you all the set. It just shows it from a cool flattering angle. And then the back has more of these angles that show you all the pieces to it. Kind of same with this one. I think this is actually the back. You can see it's got like a couple different ways to look at it. So you can see all the interior stuff that's part of this set. As well as more of a orthographic angle that may not be the most flattering, but like makes the most sense, but what's the word? It just like shows you the most of it. I also like, they've got the little logo up here and the glow behind the model. So you can see here, I put in the glow behind the model. I was tweaking that just before we came on. Let me know what you think. I kind of feel like something's missing. I don't know if that's just because these are unevenly shaped, so you see more of this ball versus this one's just kind of straight across, so it's harder to see. I don't know. The other thing I was thinking was I wanted like they've got this cool logo for the castle here, and so I'm kind of doing that here with this, but I feel like we're missing something. Like it just feels like the name. Maybe I just need to thicken up the lines actually now that I'm looking at it, or just fully make it. Ooh, like maybe I just do stroke instead of fill. Yeah, like something like that. Honestly, that's kind of the move, I think. Yeah, okay, we'll figure something out with that. Well, let's just do it now. So I think if we, whoa, what's going on there? Huh. I'm not sure what was happening there, but okay, let's go ahead and increase the line thickness, maybe. Yeah, something like that. Maybe go with 5. What do we do on here? 7? Let's try 5. And this one. Okay, so I think these outer vectors are supposed to actually be thinner. So these are the ones that we're doing 5. And then these ones, maybe we just do like 7. So it's a little thicker, but nothing crazy. 7. 7. Let's make this one 5. So then maybe the text should actually be 7 then. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe it's too standouty. This one's a little more mild. So maybe we need just colors. So like maybe we do this as like the brown. But then this feels like too much. I mean, that's kind of cool. Maybe we do like a milder white. Yeah, actually, maybe that's it. Something that's kind of white, but I don't know. Yeah, something like that maybe. Let me know what y'all think. I want it to really feel like this, but for mine. So maybe I need a little bit of an outline or something, like more of a graphic. I feel like this one just doesn't feel like enough of a graphic, if that makes sense. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. This, I was gonna put it on the front and then I realized that it's actually, oh, by the way, I did lay out like, let me get these out of the way, there we go. So this is our box, right? We've got our 6 sides. Let's get that last one. There we go. Yeah, the sides, the top, oh, we need the bottom, and then there's the back. So we have all this to play with. The back I want to do kind of like this one. We've got a few different shots on it, or like this one too. And then I think the top is like where they put this cool little graphic. This one right here, which is actually super sick in my opinion. So I'm thinking rather than do, this is the Lego one obviously, but we've got the sick like elevation from the actual plans. It's the front view of it. So I'm thinking we literally just do this. We'll need to thicken up the lines, but that's pretty easy. Yeah, something like that. So we're basically mimicking that. They have Lego in like every corner, huh? Okay. Oh, by the way, I made my own version. Found a font online, and so yeah, I made my own logo there. Kind of fun, huh? Here it is. I realized this honestly should be a brighter yellow. There we go. That's better. So it's, but yeah, I'm really trying to put like as many Easter eggs as possible throughout this thing. Of course, I made this like way too big, which I really wish they would scale down font with the size of whatever you're doing. I love a lot about Figma, but that is one thing that I wish they would just like auto do for you. Same with like line thickness. It's like, clearly I don't want that. Like, can't y'all, I don't know, guess at least? Because now it's like I either gotta, yeah, it's just so messed up at that size. I just gotta do a screenshot. Then if I need to change anything, then I gotta change the original and remake them. But it's whatever. Not a huge deal. Should I put that? I mean, yeah, I think I should. We've got it there. Okay. Let's take a screenshot of this now. Maybe we do make it a little bit bigger of a square. Okay. I know this is like way more perfect than it needs to be for my application, but I'm like, I'd rather get it right and then like, because otherwise I gotta like remake this thing. So I don't want to deal with that. So we're gonna do this like we're doing right now. So we're gonna go ahead and screenshot this now. Come on, come on. All right. Let's go ahead and crop this down. Probably to what, 915 by 915. The height is 1 pixel. Okay, I think that's actually cropped, right? Square. And then we should be able to just take off a little bit. We really just need to get that blue one out. That blue pixel out of there. Okay. Looks pretty good. Okay, that's clean. Yeah, all right. I am trying to be pretty particular about this though, because I will be putting this on a massive box, right? Like, I still haven't figured out, if anyone knows what the default, well, when I looked it up yesterday, it was saying that like there's a range of like box sizes that Lego likes to use. And it's really just based on marketing. So it's like, I mean, that works, but like, I don't know, how do I make it feel like a Lego box, you know? Maybe I don't need to worry about that. It'll really just feel like it. But yeah, let me know if there's some trick y'all know about that would make it feel more like a Lego box. Okay, so that looks good. So that'll match, that corner will match this corner here. So front of the box, you can see the Lego one's down here. So that's what I did on my front. And then these two are next to each other. I feel like low-key, I should put them like that. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. So these two will line up. I guess on this side, we also need, oh, that's cool. They have some disclaimer text. Maybe I'll do something fun with that. Let me know if you have any ideas. Oh, on this side, they just have the side view. So let's render that side view. And then let's also put the base on there. So we do something like that. Then just crop it. That gives us a good texture we can work with. A little bit worried about the quality of this photo, like it's not the highest resolution, but we can always replace it down the line if we need. Okay, well, we already ran out of time for today, but I'm so hyped to get to this phase. Something about it's just so fun. So I guess I'll let my computer do the render, the updated render of this kind of thing. Let me know if you have any feedback on it. And then I'll also do the side render. I guess I should probably queue up some other ones too that'll run while we're gone. Some of these other angles. But yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. I want to throw some good Easter eggs in here. So yeah, let me know. And otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. See you guys.